Good morning, Goswamiji. Namaskar. How are you?
Very good morning. Namaskar, namaskar.
Namaskar. Welcome to this enlightening live session, our second live session, actually.
Yes,
Yes.
yes.
And what I intend to do, Goswamiji, is today we will continue from where we left last time. A quick
Okay.
recap of last time that, yeah, you were able to throw light on so many important aspects. If you would recall, we spoke about healing at the cellular level last time. We spoke about tapping, and you also beautifully explained why uh, the cellular level healing is important and how do factors like stress, emotions, traumas, etc., play an important part on the health of our cells inside our
Yes,
body.
yes.
Yeah. Today I wanted to focus more on the importance of breathing in yoga, because I thought this is also an important topic to speak about. Breathing is something which we actually underestimate. We take it for so granted, the breathing,
Yes.
that we say,
True.
"Oh, सांस तो चल रही है, वो तो चलेगी." But each breath, as what we've learned since we were small in school, in yoga and everything, is so significant that हर स- my I remember my yoga teacher used to say, "हर सांस में जान है."
बिल्कुल.
So, and then we didn't realize because we were too young to see the profoundness of the statement. But now, when I continue in life, and through challenges and every moment that we face in life, now I realize the true importance of the sentence that he said, that har saas mein, in
जान है.
English, for the,
जान है.
yeah, and for the benefit of English viewers, it is har saas mein jaan hai, means there's life in every breath that we take.
That's true.
Yeah, so
That's true.
go on. I don't want to stretch it too long. I hand over the stage and the mic and the session to you. And if you can
Yes,
throw some light
definitely.
on the significance of
See,
breathing.
if we carry on with this statement of your master of yoga, he said, every breath has life. So that
Yeah,
is the first thing is about the physical life or our own life. But the second line is very important. I heard somewhere, हर सांस ये कहती है, हर सांस ये कहती है, मैं हूं तो तू है. It's a
wow.
dialogue with the Almighty, the universal supreme power.
हर सांस ये कहती है कि अगर मैं हूं तो तू है.
Yeah. And the same
Wow.
line is being taught in the text of Hatha Yoga, the very
Mhm.
important text of yoga practices. It is called Hatha Yoga Pradipika. In Sanskrit, they
Mhm.
say, yavat vayu sthite dehe, यावद वायु स्थिते देहे
Mhm.
जीवनम जीवनम तस्य उच्चरत. That means
Mhm.
if your breathing is going on, you are alive.
Mm.
If your air
Wow.
is
Yeah.
going on, you are alive. यावत
Yeah.
यावत वायु स्थितो देहे जीवनम तस्य उच्चरत. It is called life. What your master said. It has been written in
Yes.
Hatha Pradipika from around 5,000 years back. So
Yes.
now the breathing is most vital function of the life. And as you rightly said, we just take it granted, but it is very important because nowadays, if you take the current lifestyle, our breathing is becoming shallow. It's very shallow.
Very
If
true.
you see the small child when he lie down on the bed, his abdomen is coming up and down.
Yeah.
His belly is getting movement up and down. But now,
Yeah.
when we get adult and we get mature, we get a lot of stress and a lot of load of the life, our belly movement stops.
Yeah.
And the breathing keeps on happening only through the chest level, not the
That's also
abdomen level.
called the shallow breathing. Is that
Sha-
also
sha-
similar to shallow breathing? Yeah.
Shallow breathing. That's what we call shallow breathing.
Right.
It's not a deep breathing. If you have a breathing from your abdominal area, your tummy, your belly, involved in the breathe, it is called deep breathing. In technical term,
Hmm.
it is called abdominal diaphragmic breathing. If your
Okay.
diaphragm is a part between the thorax and abdominal cavity, it is like it is here. Diaphragm it is here. It's like curtain-like skin, very thin skin. It plays very important role in breathing. But
Okay.
when we mature, we get a lot of stress. We are involved in this outer world. Our diaphragm stops moving, and we end up with the chest breathing like this. And then your
Correct.
breathing becomes shallow. The reason behind that, we have two lungs, and the lungs has three different lobes. It is called upper lobe, middle lobe, and lower lobe.
Okay.
And lungs are like a balloon. It's very elastic in
Yes.
nature.
Yes.
So if we want to breathe through the upper lobe, if we want to active the
Hmm.
upper lobe, our movement
Hmm.
of shoulder will like this. Then the upper lobe of the lungs are involved in the breath.
Okay.
And that typically you observe the patient with asthma. The patient with asthma,
Um,
they don't use the lower middle part of the lung, they use the upper lobe of the lung. And they always
mm,
struggle with the breathe.
yeah. Yeah.
So they do like this.
So
Naturally, they
that
do
you
like that.
say they are breathing from the upper lobe of the lungs.
It's the most shallowest breathing, most shallow breathing.
Okay. Okay.
And the people they do lot of gym exercise, and then the trainers they suggest tuck your tummy in, tuck your tummy in,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
and
Yeah. My trainer would always say, "Tuck your tummy in."
so when you tuck your tummy in, you lock your diaphragm,
Mm.
and you simply breathe through the middle of the lungs like this, middle lobe of the
Okay.
lungs.
Yeah. Okay.
Again, it's a shallow breathing. Again, it's a shallow breathing.
Yeah.
So when you involve your abdomen, then you start using your lower lobe of the lung. So the upper
Okay.
lobe of the lungs moving upward when you do this, middle lobe of the lungs moving outward when you do push your chest in front, and when
Hmm.
you move your abdomen, then your lower lobe of the lungs moving downward.
Okay.
So it's like entire
Yeah.
balloon. The upper part,
Okay.
the middle part, and the lower part.
Yeah. Yeah.
If you do this breathing, and then
Sorry,
the
I would
breathing
also,
will call,
I'll just interrupt you for a moment. I'd like to welcome our guests who have joined and are also chatting with us. Uh, and yeah, okay. This is Rohini Athavale and Pratik. Okay, and there are
yeah,
others who have also joined us, and yes, they're in agreement with the breathing thing that we mentioned about, and how, yeah, yeah. But that's interesting. Sorry, I'm going to cut you short for a moment. I
no
want to
stress, no
understand
stress.
more, and also I think it'll be helpful for the audiences. Is so we generally, depending on circumstances or maybe our health issues, like
True,
you said, the asthma
true.
patients, they breathe from the upper lobe. So generally, what do you say? Is the whole lung should be involved in the breathing?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
Then your breathing
Is
will be complete breathing, scientific breathing,
Yeah.
technical breathing,
Okay.
and
Okay.
it is natural.
Yeah.
What I am talking about, your natural breath. It is
Right.
naturally it happens, but because of circumstances, because of some clinical issue, we lost that natural pattern, and we
Okay.
end up with the faulty pattern. Like
Could the stress,
this
could the stress and
definitely
the
stress plays a major role.
okay.
Stress
Yeah.
will make you to breathe very shallow because
Hmm.
it involves only the middle part of the lobe, so your chest will
Yes.
only get involved.
Yeah. Excuse me.
So that's very important thing technically speaking. the capacity of lung is 6 liter of air for one breath,
Hmm.
for
Oh,
one breath
wow.
only. 6
6 liters.
liter of air. It includes
Okay.
your inspiration and expiration both.
Okay. Yeah.
Right
Yeah.
now, we all are having natural breathe. We don't do any breathing exercise. So right now, the breathe is going on, which is one natural one, and the technically it is called tidal volume, and tidal volume is
Tidal
around
volume.
500 ml of air.
Mm-hmm.
We take in 500 ml of air, and 500
Mm-hmm.
ml of air we exhale also. Same
Exhale.
amount of
Okay.
air. It is called natural breathe. It is called tidal volume, but it's a capacity of lung. Don't forget, we don't use it. We don't use the full
Okay.
capacity of the lung. The research shows
Yeah.
an individual can breathe only 150 to 200 ml of air only, in spite of having capacity of 500 ml,
Wow.
because of lot
So
of
we are
reasons.
we are underutilizing the actual capacity
That's
that
true.
we have
That's true.
naturally.
That's true. But now, if you take the breathing with effort, it is called inspiratory reserve volume, and the volume is
Inspiratory
30.
reserve volume.
Yeah, technically, it's a technical word,
Okay.
and
Okay.
the amount is 3100 ml, 3100.
Okay. 3100.
That much of air
Okay.
we can take in extra. So 500,
Mm.
it's natural, plus 3100 ml. So it comes around 3600 ml of air per breathe, per
Okay.
breathe,
600.
single
Okay.
breathe.
Hmm.
And
Wow.
now the beauty is, if we per effort with effort we release the air, exhale with effort, we can breathe out 4800 of ml of air, 4800 ml.
Oh. Okay.
4800 ml of air we can breathe out.
So
That's the
which is
capacity
more?
of the lungs. Yes, that's the
Oh.
secret. That's the beauty.
Oh.
So
Okay. Wow.
4800 of ml of air, it is called expiratory reserve volume.
Hmm.
So inspiratory reserve volume is 3100 ml. Expiratory reserve volume is 4800 ml. 4800 ml.
Wow.
That
So explain
means
explain to me, please, if
that's
we are,
that's many
yeah.
people get surprised how we can throw out
Yeah. Yeah.
excess
Yeah.
amount of
Yeah.
air.
Yeah. I'm sure
So,
most of us would
yeah.
not be aware of
Here,
this.
here is a secret. Here is a secret.
Yeah.
It's a technical secret. It's an anatomical secret, not a yogic secret. Yogic secret
Mm-hmm.
is much more than this. But I'm talking
Mm-hmm.
here to only the metaphysics of the lungs.
Mm-hmm.
So the thing is why and how.
Mm-hmm.
So most of the people we know there is only one respiration is going on, that is called external respiration. The
Okay.
respiration right starts from the nose to the lung.
Okay. Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay. Internal respiration.
Term, another term of that, another called cellular breathing.
Ah.
Again comes the cellular.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So our each cell,
Beginning of the live
our
was this. The first topic was this.
our each cell breathe in and breathe out. Each cell is
Hmm.
breathing. The entire
Wow.
human
Yeah.
body itself is a big cell. Itself is a
Yeah.
big cell. So
Okay.
every
Agreed.
cell has
Yes.
their own breathing pattern. So
Yeah.
whatever amount of exhalation, the expiration that comes out from the all cells, it is 1200 ml more.
Wow.
So that's
Okay.
how it
1200
goes
ml
to
more.
that's how it goes to 4800 ml of air.
4800. Okay.
Now you
Wow.
got it?
Yeah. I got it, but I'm still in fascination of, and
Yes.
yeah, and but are
Now
there techniques?
there are a lot of techniques. I have developed a lot of techniques because technically the capacity of lungs that we are not utilizing it because of our lifestyle, stress, and a lot of reason. So I have modified those techniques.
Mm-hmm.
So, the breathing will be deep and long.
Okay.
Number
Can
one.
can
Number two,
yeah.
still we have some amount of air that resides
Mm-hmm.
inside the body. It is called residual volume, and that
Okay.
amount is 1200 ml, 1200.
Right. That's you said
So
in the cellular individual cells also. So it
in
all
cells,
combined is
not talking
1200
about
ml
cells
extra
inside the lungs. I'm talking about the
inside
residual
the
volume
lungs.
inside the lung.
Okay.
Lungs will not
Inside the
get
lungs.
totally empty. Never
Okay.
ever.
Okay.
If it
Never
gets
empty. Yeah.
totally empty, it just squeeze and it stops functioning. So
Right.
1200
Right.
of ml of air still remains inside the lung. So the
Okay.
total capacity, what we call as per the science, it is called 6000 ml, 6 liter. 6 liter
Okay.
is the capacity of lung. It is called the lung capacity. And
Hmm.
that's how for one breath, I'm talking about one respiration.
Right. Fine.
So
Yeah.
now you just link out. We have to exhale more than what we are inhaling.
Yeah. Absolutely. That surprises me, and I'm in question as how does one do it?
Everybody can do that because this is a natural pattern, but we lost our natural pattern. That's the problem.
Hmm.
We lost it.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then we don't make it, you know. We lost it fine, but we don't reset it. We have to reset
We
it.
are too much. I think we are in too much of rush to even pay attention to this, though we might hear
Exactly.
about it, know about it, but we are in too much of a rush to even try
Yeah.
it. No.
So there are a lot of techniques, very simple technique. Anytime anybody can practice at any time, sitting on the floor, sitting on the chair, lying on the bed. I have developed a lot of techniques to restore this natural breathing pattern. You know,
Can I see one technique at least, please? I'm so
one
curious now.
technique is, I call it double breathing. We will have
Okay.
to exhale from mouth, inhale through
Oh
nostril in
yes.
single part.
Mm.
So this is the one part of it, and
This is
this
also
is
what you
the
teach us on the online sessions. This is
that I teach. I teach.
the
I
balloon
teach.
the balloon technique or something you call it.
Balloon. This is called double breathing technique.
Double breathing
Balloon
technique. Yeah.
breathing, spinal breathing, box breathing. There are a lot of breathing processes.
Yeah.
So the most important is we have to exhale more amount of air than what we inhale,
Mm.
and then
True.
too without exertion.
Without exertion.
Yeah. If
Also,
you do a
also,
lot of
is there a
exertion,
breathing? Also, sorry. Also, is there a breathing rate in which we
yeah,
should breathe? It
it
cannot
is
be
called
too hard.
it is called respiration rate. The
Okay.
respiration rate, the formula of respiration rate is one inspiration plus one expiration. One breathe
Okay.
in plus one breathe out is equal to one.
Okay.
And in normal healthy human being, it is around 12, 1, 2
One,
per
two.
minute,
Okay.
per minute.
Per minute. Yeah. Yeah.
And if
That's
you
the healthy respiration rate. O-
is
Okay.
because normal human being is not
That
but
that is the new normal.
you know so its respiration rate is already on a higher side.
Okay.
And if I
Yeah.
look at the lowest respiration rate of the animal, it is called turtle. And turtle is breathes only two breathing cycle in a minute.
Mm.
Its
It
lifespan is
lives long.
live
It lives
long,
long.
live peacefully,
Yeah.
can live without the food and water.
Yeah. And comparatively,
And
we are in so much of a hurry.
yeah, the birds having very high respiration rate, so they live very
Mm.
little time, and they are always in hurry. They are always
Yeah.
hyper.
Yeah. You are. It's a distinct thing that you see in bodies. Then the birds you mentioned are always
Exactly.
restless and moving from
Always.
one spot to another every second. But the
Always,
turtle
always.
is relaxed, peaceful,
Always.
and oh, it also has to do with the breathing.
Oh,
Fantastic.
there are too many things with breathe.
Wow.
So
Okay.
this
Uh,
breathing cycle, I was talking about the physical and scientific breathing, but yogic breathing is still further deeper.
okay.
In
Wow.
yogic
Okay.
system, there are four different classifications of breathe. One is
Mm-hmm.
inhalation, taking air in. In Sanskrit, we call it purak. The word is purak.
Pura. Okay. Pura.
And the exhalation, the throwing the air out, it is called rechak in Sanskrit.
Okay.
Two more classification of breathe. Inhaling and do not allow it to go out. Holding retention of air inside.
Mm-hmm.
It is called antar kumbhak. Kumbhak, kumbhak
Antar
is a
Kumbhak.
word. Kumbhak is called retention, holding the air.
Okay. Yeah.
When we
Yeah.
hold the air inside, it is called antar kumbhak. Now I exhale and I don't take the air in, I hold it outside. It is called bahya kumbhak,
Bahya Kumbhak. Okay.
holding the air outside.
Right. Right.
Holding the
Yeah.
air inside, it is called antar kumbhak, inside, and outside, it is called bahya kumbhak. So there are two more classifications. See, that's the depth of the yoga system. It's
Is there
not
a
only
is
the
there a
air comes
duration?
in usual.
Yeah. Sorry. Is
Yeah,
there a
there are
duration of
certain
holding it
formulas.
in?
There are certain formulas. In classical text of Hatha Yoga, it is said 1 raised to 4 raised to 2 raised to 4. One
One
unit
raised.
is for your inspiration,
Yeah.
4 unit of holding the air inside,
Mm-hmm.
2 unit of breathing out,
Mm-hmm.
and 4 unit is holding the air outside. 1
And how
raised
does
to
it work
4
in
raised to,
seconds?
sorry.
Are these units equal to seconds or?
See, this unit has its own individual formula.
Mm-hmm.
1 raised to 4 raised to 2 raised to 4.
Okay.
Now, are you clear about it? One is for inspiration, holding the air is 4 unit,
Yes. Yes.
releasing the air outside is of 2 unit, and holding air
Yes.
outside is 4 unit.
Yes.
Now, the formula is not in general because every individual has their own metabolic and respiration rate.
Mm.
So now, if your inhalation, technical inhalation is 10 unit, 10 seconds, 10 counts, suppose, if you take the air in for 10 counts, you will have to hold it for 40 counts, 40.
Okay. Yeah. One raised to four. Correct.
So you have to release the air, how many? 20 counts.
Two. Two counts. Yeah.
Holding the air outside, again 40 counts.
40 counts. Four.
If
Yeah.
someone is
Okay.
able to take the air in for 20 counts, then you have to double up the calculation.
Understood. Okay. Wow. Wow. Interesting.
So it's
Yeah.
very individual formula, but here nobody can practice individually. Everybody has to practice under the guidance of the master because there are
Yeah.
too many secrets behind all those things. Holding of air is very risky
That's
because
where your online classes come.
yeah, it's very
And
risky.
I must share this. Your online classes are so loved by everybody. Even we had it today as well, and I got such a beautiful feedback because the techniques you of course show and have developed yourself are tremendous, and I must reflect the appreciation from
Thank
every
you.
participant in the class.
We welcome everyone because these are very important things of life and we all are missing it. And
Absolutely,
most of the
absolutely.
time, people teach the general formula, but general formula is not applicable for everyone.
No,
We have some individual formula. So I teach concepts and I make people to use the concept as per their own capacity. It's not
that's the
the
most
fixed
beautiful part.
formula. It's not
That's
the
why you are
fixed
loved
formula.
by, yes, that's why you are loved by each participant.
That's very important because I have done a lot of research on those subjects, and around 30 years of experience, I got a lot of expertise on that particular subjects. So
Yes.
that's very important. Breathing has very important vital role in our life, but it should be very technical, very scientific, very realistic, and logical
Yes,
also.
yes, and I believe it may sound too very technical while you mention this at the moment, but once we start practicing it, I think it just becomes a part of your system slowly. Like the shallow breathing and the wrong type of breathing techniques we've learned has become part of our system. We don't even realize that we are not breathing sufficient or in a good way. I think similarly, if your techniques or the techniques that one really should breathe in, breathe with, once you start practicing it, they will also slowly become part of your daily routine, normal life.
It will be because it's a natural pattern of the body, but we lost it.
Yeah,
So we have to restore
we
the
lost.
natural pattern. We have to restore it.
Yes, yes, and also we hear and we are told by so many is we have a question in this meantime. Uh, Rohini Athole is asking, is this formula different for everyone according to
Yes,
their age?
Rohini. Yes, Rohini. According to age, according to geographical area, according to clinical condition, according to their metabolic rate, there are a lot of parameters must be considered of this formula. But formula, the concept remains same. Exhalation must be little bit more than the inhalation. That's it.
So there's the technique of 1:2, 1:4, and
4.
uh, 4. That's where this technique comes in, right?
This is a little bit, yogic technique, but before going to the yogic formula of 1424, we have to restore the deep breathing technique. What I taught you in that, I have not make you to hold the air anywhere. You are
Correct,
just
correct.
inhaling.
I
You
remember.
are developing the capacity of lungs. When you develop the capacity of lungs, then after that you are eligible to hold the air. Without deep
Absolutely,
breathing, without deep respiration, the holding of the air, the retention of the air is not good. It may
absolutely.
damage because
Thank
our
you for the
lungs are not
question.
used to hold the air for a long
Yes.
period of time.
I also remember Goswamiji is somebody told me, and I found a similarity between what they teach in yoga. Also, somebody taught me about the box breathing, where 4 seconds breathe. So
Yeah.
you inhale for 4 seconds, hold for 4 seconds, breathe out for 4 seconds, again hold for 4 seconds, and then repeat the cycle. Because this that helps in terms of calming your nerves. Yeah, if you're nervous, anxiety, and it helps, and that helped me too. And I think this is what you're speaking about. But the question is,
What I
do
am
we
talking
do it?
about, it is more better than what box breathing and all, because box
Okay,
breathing and all definitely they help, but it has some own limitation because it is general practice, 4 second and two
okay.
second, but it may not be applied for you, may not be applied for someone else. And if you keep on
Yes,
practicing for a longer period of time, you need to change. You have to alter because your
right.
breathing will get deeper and you know
Very true.
longer.
Wonderful.
So the four
Yeah,
second,
yeah.
2 second for fixed formula will not apply. It is
Fixed formula
good
will not
doing.
apply.
It is better than what people are doing nothing. It is better than that.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
there are many things. And number one, any breathing process is to start with breathing out, not breathing in.
Hmm. Okay.
I give you an
Wow.
example. If you have four-wheeler or two-wheeler, if you want to change the oil of the vehicle, what do you do?
Yeah,
What is the
remove the
first
old
step?
oil and then fill the new oil, of course.
Similarly, similarly. So
Okay.
you have to
Hmm.
breathe out first and then starting breathing in.
Okay, fantastic. And there's also this, I remember from your online classes, you're working on some model called the Aristotle model.
Yogic
Uh,
Aristotle model.
yeah,
Yogic
yeah.
Aristotle.
If I remember correctly, that also has to do something with the breathing.
Breathing is part of it, but basically it works on the physical movement. It's called yogasana and all.
Of course, that leaves us from our next topic in the next live session. Then we will
Sure,
take
sure.
this up, and such beautiful, interesting instruments and techniques that you are developing yourself through your vast experience of 30 years, and that's where all this knowledge comes in from. And what I would like to do is, I've promised you we are going to keep it short today. So I am
Thank you.
indeed going to keep it short today. And I
And then
thank
thank
all
you.
the participants who have joined in, asked questions.
Thank you,
And
everybody. Thank you.
yes,
And
and Mr. Goswami,
special thanks to Rohini. She started
yes,
interacting at least, because interaction,
absolutely,
it's very important. It will encourage both of us, myself and Vikramji
absolutely.
also.
Yes, it's a humble effort from our side, and you are all most welcome to share and also join Goswamiji's online classes, and which is every weekend conveniently. I will announce it shortly, and I hope to see you soon next time on the next
Thank you.
live session with some even more interesting topics to speak about.
Thank you, Vikramji. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Thank
Have
you.
your
Namaste.
wonderful day. Enjoy your Sunday and enjoy the match.
Oh, thank you. Thank you very
Thank you
much. See
so
you
much.
again. Take care.
Thank you.
Bye bye.
Bye. Namaskar. Namaste. Bye.